Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Day lady here, Sharon Schultz. Shoo, I think I'm a couple of minutes late starting, but first opportunity I've had to kind of sit and chill a minute. It's been a really busy morning here. I am at the Irish Railroad Workers Museum, which is located on Lemon Street in Baltimore City. It's right across the street from the Irish Railroad, from the mighty Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, which is a huge roundhouse full of, train engines and all kinds of really neat stuff. So where I'm sitting here, I'm sitting in the living room of the Feely House. The Feelys were immigrants from Ireland. They came to Baltimore. Mr. Feely, James, decided they came so he could work with the railroad. The railroad was really big here at the time. The railroad started here in Baltimore. The first track, the first engines, the first stations, all of it first here in Baltimore. So the Feelys were an important part of this community, as were the other Irish residents here. And so they lived and they thrived in this home. And it's been restored to reflect how it would have been back in the day. And because it's a real family, we were able to, know things about them, personal touches and stuff. So that allowed us to enhance the experience in their home to a greater extent. So I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute here, and so you can see what I have to present to you. Again, I'm Sharon Schultz. If you want to know more about my tours, you can find me on Facebook and on YouTube. Bay Lady, I've got a YouTube channel, and all of my tours, my virtual tours, are free of charge. However, gratuities are accepted. You can find a link to buy me a coffee on my Facebook page and my YouTube page. Any contributions are greatly appreciated. It takes care of gas and admission to different events and stuff. So it's just a little helpful. That's all. Anyway, let me turn this camera around and we will start the show. It's funny. Usually I'm recording somebody else doing the presentation. But today it's been a little weird. This is one of our biggest events here at the museum. And let's see, okay. This is one of our big events here at the museum. And so it's been very hectic. It was busy all morning. They were doing presentations and crafts and things like that. And now they've all gone to the cemetery at the nearby church, St. Peter's, where there is a memorial for the famine victims. And so every year when they do this wake program, they take lilies over to the famine museum. So very cool, right? So this is a typical home. This is the Feely's home. Okay, you come in the door and you find certain things. There's the spinning wheel, and the women that lived here would take in sewing. They would make clothes for their own families. They would take in laundry. They would do things to earn money while they were still at home caring for the family. This is a picture of the Feelys here. And this is the obituary for young William Feely. That's why we're here today. We are attending William's wake. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Hope all is well with you. I'm good. Yeah. So this would be, this is a mirror, by the way. That's a mirror, and you cover the mirrors The Irish are so superstitious. When a person dies, they it opens the door to other spirits and such. So they cover mirrors so evil spirits don't come and try to claim the spirit of their loved one. Their loved one in this case is poor little William McFeely. He died at age 5, 7 months, from a heart condition that he was born with. And so here he is laid out in his home, as was the custom then. Notice he's wearing shoes. Okay. Everybody has to wear shoes when they're buried to make sure that their feet will carry them to their next stop in the afterlife. Here's the parish priest come here to, bless the dead and the living as well. William's got a cross there on his chest and also a rosary beads. Okay, they would say the rosary at his funeral as well. This coffin is brand new. They used to have him just laying on the table. Look at this, isn't this gorgeous? The president of the board found somebody that did coffins like Halloween time, right? Anyway, so this was specially made for William. So, let's see, other things. This is a book that belonged to the person who lived at 918 Lemon Street, and he was a cousin to Sarah Feely. So that's one of his books. It's a pretty darn thick book. Yes, indeed. It was preserved by his descendants. Here's the table set for a typical Irish meal. Okay, we've got oatmeal, we've got berries, and of course, we've got Irish soda bread. Here is a stove. Right here, looks like corned beef to me. Got a pot of corned beef, right? Eggs and bacon. This is a toaster. I believe I have one of those for camping. This is an empty pot. Cool beans. Okay, here's some other things. A nice pie and such. Our backyard is really nice too. It's a nice little courtyard. The Celtic cross hanging there is new. It was just made by one of the board of director staff members, whatever you would call it. So get a good look at a kitchen, circa 1850-ish, yeah. The Irish washerwoman, look at that. Those are real pictures, real statements about the Irish. And let's see. Check out the staircase, right? Ready? Up, up, and away. Okay, so on this next floor is the bedrooms. The bedrooms where the Feelys would sleep. Here is like the master bedroom. Say hey to Mr. Feely. How you doing there, dude? And have various clothing items and blankets and things that they would have used back in the day. There's Mrs. Feely's closet. There's Mr. Feely's closet. How come the women's closet is always more full than the man's, right? How the heck? Hey, how you doing, Ashra? What's up? What is up? This room is dedicated to the journey that the immigrants took from Ireland to America. the conditions on these ships weren't all that wonderful back in the 1840s and 50s. That's when the famine was happening. And so during the famine years, more than 1 million Irish um, left Ireland for other parts where they would hopefully find food and jobs and a way of life. Oh no, you live in Florida? Oh my goodness. I have family down there. Wow. Oh, sorry guys. I'm responding to people on YouTube. We've got a chat going on here. If you're on Facebook, I haven't seen you turn up yet. So anyway, so this is a picture of what the coffin ships might look like, okay? So you see this bunk with this guy in it. Well, he's lucky because you had to share a bunk. Look at all these people. You got 4 people there. I mean, these poor souls, if you think about it, they were already with health issues when they boarded that ship. Okay. Remember, they were starving. You know, starvation brings on all kinds of, you know, health issues, you know, close quarters, you have dysentery and just, you know, so many things that could happen. And so when these ships arrived, a lot of the passengers had passed away on the journey. So that's where the term coffin ships came into play. Unfortunately, sad but true. Here is a another photo of or drawing of one of the immigrant ships during the famine. And these are pictures of the Feelys and people in the neighborhood that they knew. Here's John Feely. He was born in County Roscommon in Ireland. And then here's some other folks that you know, were instrumental in the evacuation of Ireland, I guess you could call it, right? These are relatives of the Feelys. Okay, now, strictly forbidden. Okay. Fight. Okay, anything with flames, forget. No fighting, no swearing, no gambling, no spitting, and no alcoholic beverages. Like they could afford them or find them anyway. Okay. 3rd floor. Up and away. Okay, 3rd floor. Here is the children's room. If there were any youngsters, they would be sleeping here. This is almost kind of like a half floor. All the homes on this block have 1st floor, 2nd floor, and then the 3rd floor, you know, almost kind of looks like a half floor even from the outside because the windows are shorter and all. But here's a little mannequin girl, and here are some dolls. And why is my camera getting crazy? Where are you going? Come on now. Get right. There we go. Woo-hoo. Now this little girl here, okay, they just used rolls. Wow. And she's slick. I like to make dolls, so you have to excuse me. Okay, so let's see, we've got a trunk here in the bed. And then, oh, here's the kids' clothes, the little bonnets and little outfits and dresses and such. Oh, here's Sarah. Meet Sarah McFeely, Miss Sarah. And this would be a bedroom that the boarders would use. Most of the families here took in boarders. And the boarders, most of the time, were single men who were relatives of the family and who came over to, work at the railroad. And you see these windows, how short they are, right? And how low the ceiling is, right? So it is like a little half floor going on here. So I love this museum. I discovered it long, long ago before it was restored. I always kept my eye on it. Now I work for it. It's so cool. It's a labor of love. All right, now down these skinny stairs we go. Look at this. Can you imagine, right? Every day coming up and down these stairs. Oh my goodness, probably carrying stuff too. You see the railing, right? It's a rope. These, are like original floors and such. Um, notice the walls. They're painted a pale blue. There's several reasons for that. One, it was inexpensive paint. Blue was not an expensive color. The other thing was it was blue for the Virgin Mary, for the Blessed Mother. That was her color, blue. And also it had to do with Irish as well. The Irish homes used the blue paint, again, because it was inexpensive, a cheaper type of paint. Okay, down the next floor we go. You guys having fun watching me be stupid? Okie dokie. All right, so now what? Oh, I know, I should take you next door. Let's see. Hopefully. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. Come back around. All right. Grab these keys. All right, there's a wreath on the door too. I wanted to show you. They mark the doors when somebody's passed. So here is the wreath that marks William's passing. Lock this. Add my key. Oops, what do I do with my key? Oh, okay, got it. We're good. All right, the parking lot. And I'll take you next door. We have two buildings that are restored for education and, education and other purposes. Hey, don't have to store. There we go. Okay. Real quick before we go next door, I want to show you. This mural. That these are all houses that we saved. They were scheduled for demolition. They were horrible shape when the museum took them over. Saved them. Some of them are rented, like the ones at the end here. This one, we're going to make a geology center where people can research their Irish heritage. Right here across the street, there's the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum. That's where it all happened. That's where they worked. They, grew. They sacrificed. They prospered. Well, probably not so much prosper. There's the Roundhouse. Today it's a museum, and it has some really mega engines in there on display. That's really, really interesting. And there are a couple of trains that you can go on, and I think one you can ride on. Here's the mural that was created for the museum. I wish I could see better. The sun is so bright. Right here, let me. There we go. Yeah, it's a beautiful mural. It shows, the homes and the workers, and there's the laundry lady, and oh, there's the guy with the horse and the wagon. That's a produce wagon. There were tons of produce. You could buy anything fresh from the vendors on the streets. So let's get back over here, and I'll take you into house number 2. Crap, what did I do with my key? Do not know. Okay. Nice little skinny street, huh? Typical little Baltimore street, really. Hi. Oh, no. Actually, yeah, but I can't right now. Okay. Oops. So this is the main office of the museum. And this particular floor, this particular room has been left kind of to show you like the architecture of the homes. They've left the brick exposed and plaster and such. And this is information about the Feely family. Let's see. Here's a picture of the kids, in case you wanted to see. That's the Feely's daughter, Joanna. Mirror. Okay, so more about architecture is the wall here, left as it was to show the different things that went through over the decades. This is a map of the community as it was back in the day. Let's see, this is like from 1869. So it shows you are here, and you can see the market and the church, and then the railroad. So everything was all very conveniently located right here in the neighborhood, allowing the immigrants to grow and thrive, and all of the above. This is the outside area. We've got the Shrine Memorial there. I'll give you a closer look of it. Here we go. When you come here to the museum, they give you the tour that you just got. And also, but first they start you off in this building. I kind of did it backwards, but they'll start you off in this building with a video, an excellent video that tells the tale of the Irish and leaving Ireland and coming to America during a most horrible decade when everyone was starving. So here's the back of the house. Skinny little houses, right? And here's the one that we were in that's been restored. The glass windows are just so amazing. That's what first drew me to the museum. I was trying to get a look at it. Ended up finding my way through the alley beyond that fence and was able to see the back of it. It was pretty cool. Here's some better stairs. Well, this is laid out to explain the work that the immigrants did at the train yard. They built engines, all the different parts of the engines, they assembled them. They laid track, the first 13 miles of track. Why are the steps white? Oh, that's Baltimore. The steps are white. It's a Baltimore tradition. They're marble. Okay. Marble steps, or they used to be. Some of the ones that have been replaced are concrete. But the white steps is a Baltimore thing. A very significant, strong Baltimore tradition. Actually, they are predominant not just in this section of the city. And also, in addition to the steps, you find the marble steps on the row houses. Another feature of Baltimore row houses, in addition to the marble steps, are stained glass windows above the door. They're called transoms. And above the door, stained glass. Absolutely beautiful. Not too many left, though. But yeah, it's Baltimore has a lot of things. There's nothing random about Baltimore. It all means something somehow, somewhere. These are tools that the men would have used working on the railroad. Mm-hmm. And this over here, here's that cross from up above. See, we were down there. Mm-hmm. It's one heavy cross. This is all about St. Peter's Church. It's a few blocks away from here. It was the church that most of the Irish Catholics in the neighborhood here visited. In fact, the museum director and a couple of other folks are over at St. Peter's right now. Traditionally, when they do William's funeral, they also make an excursion over to the graveyard at St. Peter's, and they lay flowers. This year we have lilies at the Irish Famine Memorial that's over in the cemetery. So that's where they've all gone now. So there's just some artifacts from the church. Now up here, this is pretty cool. Look at the wall. Up here's the pub. Can't have an Irish community without a pub. Okay. And these pubs were not particularly places where, the men just come and drink and, just get all sloppy and stuff. Of course, they have been known to do that. There's a funny story that comes out of Dublin. The Doors in Dublin. I don't know if you've heard of the Dublin Doors, but in Dublin City, the doors on a lot of the row homes are really painted really bright colors, blues and reds, and orange and yellow and whatever. And the way the story goes is that at one time, the doors were all painted black. That was the style, black. Well, at one point, Queen Victoria ordered that the doors be painted different colors because the men stumbling home from the pubs were going in the wrong black doors. So to make them distinctive and stand out, they painted the doors colors. Now that kind of disagrees what I'm trying to say here. That's not all it was. This was the place where the men would gather after a long day, in the train yard. They would gather and talk, discuss things that, happened at work, things that were going on in the community, problems with people, events, whatever the case may be. This was a place where a lot of culture was established and things discussed. This was where the men would meet while the women were home, taking care of that end of life, the home, the meals, the laundry, the the laundry and whatever. So pretty cool, eh? Look at that. Can you imagine living back in the day? Hard to imagine, really. Here is, the Irish Republican Army. Oh, that's an Ireland thing. One of their troubles, I suppose. We have, oh, okay, Robert Emmett, don't know him. Okay, First Maryland Infantry, Baltimore City, 1861. Oh, that's Civil War. Look at that. Oh, okay. Well, there's the Irish flag dead ahead. Um, I just heard a really great story today about the Irish flag. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the story goes about it's about the colors. Okay, so the green represents Ireland, the orange represents England and or Northern Ireland rather, and the uh, white means peace. So you have Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and then the white means peace. And the story that I heard today that I learned is that when they fold the flag, they have to fold it with the white in the middle because the green and the orange can never touch. Yeah, so Irish. You gotta love it. Oh, it's so quiet. I think everybody left. They were cleaning up some things. They had food up here for the people that came to the lecture. They did a presentation this morning on William and all of that. Okay. All righty. Let me turn this thing around. Oh, I know. I'll take you over here too. Yes, that is the outhouse, but it doesn't work. This is also our buildings. As you see, we they just installed a little stage there for other events. There's one of the hunger memorials, memory of the innocent victims of the Irish hunger. Hi, how are you? How are you? Oh, are you friendly? You look very friendly. Aw. Cool. Hey, yeah. Did you see all the people out here earlier? We had people over last night. He was doggy headed. Oh. No, he's sweet. How old is he? 2. Oh, you're so young. I had a group of dogs, a family, and we had the last one, and she's not doing really well. She's old. They all lived good lives, but boy, it's hard. Hard to say goodbye. Ooh, look at this. There you go. Okay, well, that was a neighbor. She was one of our renters there. So, let's see, I was going to turn this around. Let me think about what I'm doing here. Okay. There I am. Hello, I'm back. Okay, well, there you have it. A full tour of the Irish Railroad Workers Museum. This is one of my favorite places, I just have to say. It's so cool. And the people are so nice, you know? It's Irish people are always so upbeat. They're good to be around, for sure. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, you can leave a comment. If you care to donate to the cause, you can buy me a coffee. Either way, I will see you guys. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a craft thing. We're going to make heritage dolls, which are similar to what you saw upstairs in the museum here. So anyway, that's why I was like curious to see. So, hey guys, I will see you later, Sarah and Asrith. Um, I hope you have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye.